pushing to 8,000 subscribers. Make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button, and thank you for all the support. So Kendrick Perkins has hot takes for the upcoming season. Bam Adebayo will not be in a Miami Heat jersey at the end of this year. He will not finish the season in Miami. I believe it. It's time. Miami is nowhere close to being a playoff team. I never want to doubt Eric Spoelstra, but their roster stinks. Bam is at the point where he needs to be on a contender. So then Channing Frye said, does he want to leave though? I don't think he wants to leave. And then at the end of the conversation, Kendrick Perkins says, I don't know. So first of all, why would you say something like that, saying that Bam is going to pretty much leave or be traded? And then when someone asks you, well, does he want to leave? You say you don't know. That makes absolutely no sense, but let's get into the video.
He saw that tweet.
Bam Adebayo will not be in the Miami Heat jersey at the end of this year.
Ooh.
That's
odd.
I believe.
Wait, at the end of the year, he will not finish the season in Miami.
Yep, he will not finish the season in Miami. I believe it's time. We see what this kid Ware is doing. I believe Miami is not nowhere close to being a playoff team. I never want to doubt Eric Spoelstra, but their roster stinks.
Stinks.
It stinks. So Bam is at the point where he needs to be on a contender. He's a valuable piece for a title contender.
Does he want to leave though? I don't think he wants to leave.
We'll never know.
Now, for some strange reason, there's a lot of people that they're saying that Bam Adebayo is in Kelel Ware's way. How? That makes absolutely no sense. There's people saying that, oh, well, we need to trade Bam. We have Kelel Ware now. No, we need both of them. The Miami Heat have been small for way too long. And don't get me wrong, I think that Ware has a lot of talent. And that's exactly why Eric Spoelstra especially is so hard on him. But Bam Adebayo isn't going anywhere. Right now, he is their franchise guy. He is their cornerstone guy. Remember, just the other day, they said that they were willing to put everyone else on the table besides Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo is their franchise guy. He is their cornerstone piece. I do not see the Miami Heat trading Bam Adebayo at all. I don't. I'm sorry. And I think, honestly, Perkins is right in terms of I know he wants to win a championship, but this Miami Heat team is not trash. I don't understand why he thinks we stink. How, when we have Norman Powell, Andrew Wiggins, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, we have Kelel Ware, Nikola Jovic, Davion Mitchell. I honestly think this is one of the best Miami Heat teams in terms of an overall roster with defense, size, versatility, scoring. Are we a championship level team right out the gate? I don't think so. But I do think this Miami Heat team has talent, especially in a weak Eastern Conference where Giannis, he doesn't want to be on the Bucks. Paul George and the 76ers, they can't stay healthy to save their lives. The Boston Celtics, Tatum, he's trying to rush back, which I think that's a huge mistake. Halliburton, he's going to miss the whole season. Dame is out of the conference. There's just a lot of different things. Outside of Cleveland, Orlando, I think that the Hawks are pretty solid. The Pistons are solid, but the East is wide open. I do not believe that this Miami Heat team is trash by any means. So like I said, I don't care what anyone says. The Miami Heat are not trading Bam Adebayo, and Bam Adebayo is not in Kelel Ware's way. So Nikola Jovic on Spo and Kelel Ware. I think Spo actually trusts and believes in Kelel Ware a lot more with the potential he has. It would be stupid to not use it. It's obvious how good he can be, and they really want to make sure that he's the best that he can be. Bam Adebayo on Kelel Ware. He sees why I'm tough on him, but then also I give him grace and I understand what he's going through. Sometimes he can go down that hole where he starts getting on himself and it starts weighing on him. But that's my job to pick him up. Brotherhood. And guys, you guys don't realize the potential that Kelel Ware has. That's why when a lot of people were getting mad at Spo, the only thing I got mad at Spo about is that you shouldn't come out publicly, constantly, and pretty much call him lazy and you expect more. Do that behind closed door. You already did it once. I don't want him to come out and continue to lower a valuable asset. Kelel Ware has all the talent in the world. However, it's already been documented since college. There's times where he gets lazy. There's times where that motor is not running. And there's no way that you're telling me that you are a 7-foot monster who can shoot threes, you run the floor, catch lobs, you're a great rim protector, blocking shots, and you're lazy. There's just no way. We waited way too long as a Miami Heat nation. We've been small. We've been getting out-rebounded for 20. Bro, we're getting out-rebounded by 20 sometimes. It's just disgusting. And the type of versatility, defense, athleticism, and just his overall ceiling is high. Kelel Ware has all the talent in the world. And I stand with Nico. I stand with Bam. I stand with Spo. We cannot allow him to be lazy. Eric Spoelstra needs to keep a foot in his ass. If that's what it takes for him to continue to go out there and be dominant and dunk on people, can get rebounds and block shots and help Bam Adebayo. Because if you allow him to really anchor a defense and you have Bam roaming, you have a roaming Bam Adebayo on defense, the NBA is in trouble. I want to see the twin towers of Bam and Kelel Ware. I want to see that. I understand Nico might start, and Nico kind of looks better in terms of how the offense flows and spacing the floor and everything like that. But at the same time, we need the size. We need versatile, switchable, movable size. And I am not going to allow Kelel Ware to be lazy. Hell no. He has all the talent in the world, and I need to continue to see him be dominant. Now, I kind of feel bad for Terry Rozier. So Terry Rozier just wants a fair chance for the Heat this season to crack the Heat rotation. I don't know what the guys have in mind, but that's all I ask for, is a fair opportunity and a fair chance. The main problem is that he's allegedly still being investigated by the feds. We haven't heard anything, being closed out about the case. He's still being investigated, and that's one of the biggest things, and that's why we couldn't trade him. Why would anyone want somebody that is being investigated by the feds? But I haven't heard anyone say this on YouTube yet. If that's the case, we all know the Miami Heat would have never have traded for him. This started when he was in Charlotte. So you're telling me that Charlotte didn't know this was going on? I find that very hard to believe. And if that's the case, I need my first round pick back. But when it comes to Terry, it's just there's a lot of guys ahead of them that the Miami Heat would rather play. They would rather play, Larson and Jaime and see what they can do as a young group, especially when Tyler gets back. There's just a lot of guys ahead of him in the rotation already. Norman Powell. Like, why would they play Terry? Davion Mitchell, Drew Smith. There's a lot of other guys that they would rather play. Does that mean that he's trash? I wouldn't say that. And guess what? He's entitled to have a down year. Everybody is. And to come back better. I just don't see him cracking the rotation. Who knows? He could. Maybe the Miami Heat offense is completely in the water without Tyler Hero. Maybe they throw him in and he can give us a spark off the bench. But I really wouldn't count on it. It sucks what happened to Terry, because we honestly thought after we lost BBL Lowry that he was going to be a part of that missing piece with Tyler, Jimmy, and Bam. And it's a shame that it really didn't work out the way we thought it would. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button, and thank you guys for all the support.